Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with Joey Spencer. How's it going?
Good. How's it going? I just got done working, doing some sparring and training, and feel good.
Now, is this a new gym that you're training at? Or?
Yeah. So, started working with a new strength and conditioning coach. His name is Josh, and this is his gym, Ultimate Athlete Performance. We combined forces. I brought and put a full boxing gym into the facility because it's a huge facility, and now we got pretty much the best of both worlds in here. And I do my strength and conditioning. As you see, we got the turf, we got the weights, we got everything we need, and then obviously the ring and all the bag, everything that I need. So it's cool to have everything in one place, because before I used to do my boxing in Flint, and then I used to do my other training in Fenton, and I'd have to do a lot of driving throughout the day. Sometimes you work out 2-3 times a day, so you got different workouts to do.
So turning pro, how long has it been? Like, it's just a little bit over a year, has it?
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. Maybe actually close to 2. Close to 2, because, well, March it'll be 2 years. Yeah.
Now, how's that transition been from going from the amateurs to professional now, and all the experience that you gained?
It's been a whirlwind, man. It's been a whirlwind going from amateurs to pros. Kind of happened all at one time. It was like I was fighting amateurs, and next thing you know, I was fighting on live national television. And we went to California, and we were training in Virgil Hunter's gym for a long time with some of the best fighters in the game, and Andre Ward and Virgil Hunter, obviously, and he kind of opened the door for us to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman took a liking to us, and we met and talked, and it was just off the bat, we knew it was gonna be a good relationship. So we took our opportunity at 17 to turn pro, and things have been great, and he's just been giving me opportunity after opportunity. So I'm trying to take full advantage of all of them.
Now, when you transition to a professional, what would you say has been like maybe something that you didn't expect to be easier than you thought, and then maybe something harder that you didn't expect?
The harder part that I didn't expect is just all the people, fans in particular. They think, especially people who haven't competed at this level, or in the pros, I should say, because the amateurs are completely different than the professionals, in the aspect that even training camp is not the same as an amateur training camp, obviously, but then weight cut is a completely different thing. All the factors of nutrition that go into making sure that you're peaked and ready on the night of the fight, So we've been learning and gathering information from a lot of different people, and just to get that right performance and the best possible case scenario for me in the ring. Make sure we're doing everything right outside the ring, as well as inside the ring. So that's one thing I didn't realize would be a factor, was how much goes into the preparation outside of just training, if you know what I mean. And then something that's been easier, I don't know, I think everything is a little bit harder. The training's harder, the platform's harder to deal with. We got a lot of people watching you, and then, like I said, you got the outside, things that can come in, and you get sick in training camp. You get one time I got this is kind of aside from the point. One time I got poison ivy breakout all over my face, like 2 weeks before the fight, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I still had the scars on my face, and on my neck when I was going into it. On the day of the fight, one time, my eyes, because from that poison ivy, we thought it was completely gone from steroids and stuff. I woke up the day of the fight, and my eye was swollen up, almost shut, from poison ivy coming back. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So just things like that just come out of nowhere, and it seems like it's been like that for me since I've started. So it's making me a lot mentally stronger, because I'm having to grow through all that and get better.
Was there, I guess, with the poison ivy, when you went to the hospital, was there a chance that you maybe, they're like, oh, you won't be able to fight?
If it didn't go away, because I'm madly allergic to poison ivy. So this was like 2 fights ago, and I'm crazy allergic to poison ivy, and it broke out to the point it was all open wounds. I mean, all over my face. My lips were, you should have seen it. My lips were crazy. The size of my lips were crazy. My eyes were swollen, almost completely shut, to where I could barely see. It was crazy, but we got there. So
it's part of being a championship level boxing. It's just more than just inside, outside. So going towards this whole transition, I think I heard Chris Algieri, and you're slowly transitioning, working with them, or?
Yeah.
How's that relationship?
Well, my dad actually just reached out to him. We had met him in Virgil's gym when Daniel Jacobs was in the gym training for Triple G, and we talked to him. He's just a great guy, and you know, we were having conversations in the gym back then, and you know, we just vibe well. He was just good to my whole family, you know, just us hanging out and stuff like that. Well, then my dad was like, when we were starting to need help with nutrition and stuff like that, he made a call to Chris Algieri just for some advice, a different take, because we work with some other nutritionists as well, and he just wanted to get another take, and he knew he was in the game and knew he had his number, so he reached out, and Chris just has been great and just giving us all the help he can, you know, over the phone, because he's out in New York, so he's been giving us a lot of help. So.
What are some things that he helps you with? Is it some of the nutrition? I know you wrote like a book.
Yeah, no, nutrition, supplements, fight week, weight cut, and rehydration. And that's a big factor too, is, you know, the weight cut and then rehydrating after the weight cut when you get done with the weigh-in, and doing it the right way. There's a lot more that goes into that than a lot of people know. So just helping us with that, giving us a good game plan, and it's been good. So he's a good guy.
Now in the process, each fight, is that something you guys are still kind of working on and trying to develop in between? Just
yeah, I mean, you're always developing more and better ways, and just a better strategy. But I think for this fight, we've got it down pat. So it's good.
So you know, being PBC Prospect of the Year, and then just getting all these co-main slots, have you been able to settle in with all the attention that you've gotten and getting all the, or are you still kind of just learning how to grow into it? Because it must be nerve-wracking at times, right?
Sometimes. Yeah, I'm not quite, my personality, I'm not one that likes a lot of attention, and I'm getting a ton of it off the bat. You know, I'm a small-town guy, come from a area that is very low-key, and I like it that way, you know, but I'm getting a lot of attention. I'm thankful for it, but at the same time, I don't know if I've settled into it yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah, you know, I'm learning how to deal with it and getting better at handling that attention, and good and bad. You get a lot of haters, you know, and then you get a lot of support. So you got to kind of live up to both the haters and the support. You got to, you know, kind of fight for both of them, but not fight for them at all at the same time. So it's always a balancing thing, trying to stay away from, you know, the haters and perform for your supporters, and it's, you know, a thing. So yeah.
Does the haters sometimes fuel you at times, you know, seeing the fact that, you know, maybe like Floyd talks about, oh, you know,
yeah,
you embrace
I try not to let the haters do anything, like, for me, because at the end of the day, they're nothing anyway. You know, anybody who's a hater is a nobody. You have to be. If you're actually doing something, you're not hating. So why would I give you any like, I try not to even let it fuel me, because if I'm letting it fuel me, I'm still giving it some attention. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I try to fight for my supporters, not the haters. You know what I mean?